Saturday, October 24th. Flamboyant as ever in a heather purple pinchbag suit, Capone flashes an unnaturally wide smile at the audience, shakes Ahern's hand, and sinks heavily into his seat. He has cut his index finger and is bandaged. He jumps up a moment later, his hands locked behind his back, as Judge Wilkerson begins to read the sentence. It is the judgment of this court on count one that the defendant should go to the penitentiary for 5 years, pay a fine of $10,000, and pay the cost of prosecution. Capone's fingers twist and turn behind his back. The forced smile lingers. On counts 5 and 9, the judge imposes the same sentence. On counts 13 and 18, a year each in the county jail, plus the same fines and court costs. The smile fades at last. The sentence on counts 1 and 5 will run concurrently, the judge continues. The sentence on count 13 will run concurrently with the numbers 1 and 5, and count 18 will run consecutively. The earlier 6-month sentence for contempt of court is also to run consecutively with count 1. The indictment for violation of the liquor laws is not pursued. It adds up to 11 years imprisonment, fines aggregating $50,000, and court costs of $30,000. The stiffest penalty ever meted out to a tax evader, though there have been many stiffer ones since. Wilkerson denies bail pending the appeal and asks U.S. Marshal Henry Laubenheimer when he can remove Capone to Leavenworth. Capone gasps as Laubenheimer replies, "At 6:15 tonight, Your Honor." But following Ahern's plea, Wilkerson agrees to let Capone stay temporarily in the Cook County Jail. "Goodbye, Al, old man," says Fink, his voice breaking. Silently and tearfully, Ahern clasps his client's hand. As Capone leaves the courtroom, surrounded by deputy marshals, a little man prances up to him, brandishing an official-looking document. "Internal Revenue," he says. "I have a demand for liens on the property of Alphonse and May Capone. To prevent the couple from selling or transferring any assets before satisfying the tax claims, the Bureau has frozen them with what it terms a jeopardy assessment." Capone turns crimson, hurls an obscenity at the little man, and draws back his foot to kick him. The deputy sheriffs march him into their office for fingerprinting. Recovering his self-control, he waggles his bandaged finger at the officer. This is the one finger the government doesn't get. In the freight elevator, he finds himself next to the man he has known for 2 years as Mike Lapido, now revealed to him as Special Agent Malone. "The only thing that fooled me was your looks," he said without rancor. He manages another dim smile. "You took your chances and I took mine. I lost." "Get enough, boys," he says to the news photographers. "You won't see me again for a long time." The deputy marshal assigned to take him to the jail in an unmarked car hangs back, fearing a rescue attempt. "I wouldn't go into that car for all the money in the world," he confides to Sullivan. So the revenue agent and the man from the Narcotics Bureau assume the risk. To the reporters who have followed him to the jail, Capone says, "It was a blow below the belt, but what can you expect when the whole community is prejudiced against you?" The news photographers asked him to pose behind the bars of the receiving cell. "Please don't take my picture here, fellows," he pleads, retreating into a corner. "Think of my family." His temper erupts again when, on the way to a 4th-floor cell, he hears a camera click. He spins around, grabs a tin bucket, and lunges at the offender, howling, "I'll knock your block off." The jail guards subdue him and rush him along to his cell, the reporters all following. As the turnkey opens the cell door, Capone finds two other occupants sitting on their cots. One is a Negro who he learns shortly has violated parole. The other, a Skid Row bum, unable to pay a $100 fine for disorderly conduct. Capone's sense of gesture reasserts itself. After questioning the bum, who was too awed by the legendary presence to utter a word in reply, he turns to the reporters. "I'm going to help this guy if I can," he announces, peeling off a $100 bill from the roll in his pocket and handing it to him. The reporters leave. The guards take Capone to the jail hospital for the routine shower and medical examination, a humiliation that considerably deflates him.